What happens when you take a potato, give it way too many weapons, and throw it into absolute chaos? Welcome to Brotato. We will be grading on a few criteria: graphics and art, audio and music, game performance, gameplay, story and narration, multiplayer community developers involvement, replayability, and then I'll give you my conclusion. As of March 2025, the game is $4.99 with the DLC being $3.99 on Steam, Xbox, and Epic, but the base game is included with Game Pass for now. Brotato is described as smooth HD pixel art graphics, which is a fair assessment. The visuals are simple yet charming, with a lot of personality packed into each Brotato. It is quite endearing. As you progress, your Brotato will equip the gear that you get for him, adding a lot of fun to the art style. However, you may spend much of the latter half of your gameplay frantically running around, and you'll be too busy dodging projectiles to admire the details, but the charm is there if you stop and look. The music is a standard techno beat, not groundbreaking, but it adds to the suspense. Personally, I play most games with the music off. The audio itself is quite fun. For example, there's a lute that you can use as a weapon. It's fun to hit things and hear the sound the lute makes as if you're strumming it off of the enemy's heads. But the game sound will get very repetitive quickly, especially if you spend a decent amount of time playing. You can play Brotato on a potato. It plays fine on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and mobile, so there's nothing to worry about there. The Steam page says minimum system requirements. It doesn't even have a recommended. The minimum specs are 2 GHz processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 megabyte graphics, and 200 megabytes free space. Oh, and it's playable offline. Yes, I am writing this in anger while my internet is down. Brotato is pure chaotic energy. If you want a fast-paced, addictive experience, grab the game, and when that wears off, the DLC will keep you going. After that, just hope there is another DLC or try to hone your craft. The whole idea of the game is you're surviving. It is a time-based system that gets longer as you progress through the levels, capping at either 60 seconds a round on normal rounds or 90 seconds on boss rounds. Depending on your Brotato, you can carry 1 to 12 weapons at a time, and you are leveling up as you go. When you die, the game ends, and you get to restart. Each time you complete level 20, you have won the game, even though there is the ability to keep your Brotato past level 20 if you are enjoying your build and you want to see how far you can get. During each round after you kill enemies, you can pick up materials, which is the currency. At the end of each round, you can use the currency to buy weapons or upgrades. There are tons of weapons or upgrades, making the RNG really fun. Sometimes you get extremely lucky and sometimes you get screwed. Some weapon types may synergize with each other and some may not, but the variety and creativity you have is endless. Also, you can unlock new Brotatos. These have their own quirks. Each one provides a new and challenging way to play. Some of them are great, like the Bull, and some of them are annoying, like the Masochist. The enemies vary and become stronger and more abundant as the rounds progress, and the elites or bosses are downright hard. Lastly, there are difficulties starting from 0 to 5. Each one adds slightly more enemies and slightly more elites, or more frequent elites. It can get challenging. When you die, that's it, on to the next one. The great thing is, you spend maybe 30 minutes playing each character, which is perfect because it's not like you have to invest days in a character just for it to end on a misclick. Also, the games are short enough you can just pop in and play and leave when you want as well, or pause them. For the story and narration, there really is no story, it's just chaos and bullet hell. Okay, fine, so according to the Steam page, you're a potato from a potato world, and your spaceship crashes, and you need to survive on this new hostile world. Good, you're all caught up, now go play the game. There is a local co-op available, but it doesn't have multiplayer besides that. The developers are doing small updates or hotfixes about every month or two, with what seems to be large updates about every 6 to 8 months. There's a small but growing mod community with 341 mods on the Steam Workshop for now, adding extra variety. Some are quality of life, some are game breaking, some are cheats to test things out, but go check them out. There is a ton of replayability here. Everything is random, and even though the game starts out the same, chaos always develops differently. As you progress, you will earn new Brotatoes, and each Brotato has some fun quirk that'll force you to alter your strategy in a different way. When you unlock every character, now you can go through and beat them on each difficulty or just skip to the hardest difficulty, having new enemies to deal with. The DLC is well worth the added gameplay also, especially with such a low price tag. Skip 2 Starbucks coffees, and you have literally at least 100 hours of fun. Do yourself the favor not looking up the best builds, just play your game and try new stuff. It's really such a refreshing and fun game. Brotato has taken over my life. My friends, gone. My responsibilities, ignored. This video, 2 weeks late. My sleep schedule, doesn't exist. And honestly, worth it. It's so good they don't even plague the game with in-game purchases. Just get the game, thank me later, I'll see you in the next video.